United States are going to the poll in what has been described as one of the most consequential election in the history of the United States. More than 9 million immigrants are at risk of being deported from the United States if Donald J. Trump is elected as the next leader of the free world. Trump has made it very, very clear that his plan is to carry out mass deportation in the United States using ancient laws which has not been used since 1978 to carry out mass deportation in the United States of America. The outcome of this election will send shockwave around the world. Lots of people are anxious about the outcome of this election. Donald J. Trump said if elected, he is going to use the law of 1878 to carry out the largest deportation in the history of the United States. Trump is very clear that he wants to purge American society, that he feels that the demographic change that have taken place in America is not something that he is in support. He said there are more than 9 million immigrants in the United States. And the threat of mass deportation that Trump has promised has set up alarming bells among the immigrant community. Lots of people are worried. They are anxious. Lots of families are in fear that should Trump win, they are going to be separated from their loved ones, especially those who have called the United States home for many years. I want to know what your views are. As you can see in the screen, Trump has promised to carry out mass deportation in the United States. Let us know how you think this will affect you. And even those that are not in the US are likely to be affected by the outcome of this election because Trump has said he is going to shake up the world order, which has been in place since after the Second World War. The architect of peace, some people call NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the architect of peace since the Second World War. Trump has said he's also going to shake that up and he is going to introduce American First policy. Let me know what your views are. As you have seen, this is what Trump has said. A lot of respected people have said they've described Trump as a fascist. The former Joint Chief of Staff of the United States, General Miller, is reported as saying to have said recently that Trump is a fascist to the core. General Miller is a highly respected four-star general, someone who both Republican, Democrat, and independent respect in America. This is someone who has risen to the highest rank in the U.S. military. He has seen Trump at close proximity. He has worked with Trump. The general said that Trump is a fascist to the core. Some people have been saying, what is the meaning of fascist? Well, according to the dictionary, a fascist is a far-right authoritarian and ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcibly suppression of opposition, disbelief in natural social hierarchy, subordination of individuals' interests for the perceived good of the nation and race, and strong regiment of society and economy opposed Now, people have been saying that Trump, that is what they have used to describe Trump. Do you think that we should be panicking? Are you worried? Do you think that the like of General Miller, they are ringing false alarm bell? Let me know in the comment section how you think that the outcome of the election in the United States is likely to affect you and your family. Do you think that Trump is just saying all these things in order to score political point? Some have even accused Trump of scamming the working class, predominantly white Americans. Some say Trump is a con man. You have people like J.D. Vance, who is currently Trump's deputy, and senior leaders in the Republican Party, including the leader of the Republican Party in Senate, Mitch McConnell, was quoted to have described Trump as an unintelligent bully. He said Trump is untrustworthy, is a corrupt man. These are not my words, mind you. These are the words of people who know Trump very well. Mitch McConnell is the leader of the Republican Party in Senate. He is quoted, and J.D. Vance, before he became a convertee of Trump, he is quoted to have described Trump as a con man in the past. These are the words that have been used to describe Trump. These people are saying that Trump is not going to carry out the 9 million deportation that he promised, that he's just saying all these things in order to score cheap political points, in order to advance his selfish interest. Let me know in the description section whether you agree or you think that Trump is definitely going to deport 9 million people. Some people have even said that Barack Obama, who is regarded as a darling of the left, when he was in office, that he deported more than 3 million illegal immigrants from the United States. That people don't talk about that because Obama doesn't speak too much about deportation. That actually, when Trump was in office, he deported less than that. That Trump is just saying all these things that in order to create fears in the mind. Whilst the likes of General Miller has described Trump as a fascist, someone who is very close to Trump, who has worked directly with Trump, who knows Trump very well, who served with Trump for a long time, is also reported to have described Trump as a fascist to the core. We are talking about the person of General Kelly. General Kelly is a four-star Marine general who was the longest serving chief of staff to Trump, is quoted to have described Trump as a fascist. Miller and Kelly have raised alarm bell, and they have told the American and the world to expect Trump to be a dictator from day one. Trump is also reported to have said that he is going to be a dictator from day one. That as soon as he steps into the Oval Office, he is going to be a dictator. He is going to go after his enemy. He's got a list of enemies that he wants to use the apparatus of the state to go after. Do you think this can happen in the civilized world like the United States with institution of checks and balances? Do you think it's actually possible for Trump to carry out vendetta? Let me know in the comment section. Some people have been saying, well, with what is happening in America, is sending alarm bell around the world that democracy is at risk, that democracy is being threatened. People said that the Washington Times newspaper, one of the most highly respected newspapers, their decision not to endorse Kamala Harris last week was because of fear of repercussion from Trump. The same has been said of the Los Angeles Times, who refused to endorse any candidate Do you think that the fear of Trump is now pushing a lot of people in corporate America to not want to step on Trump's toe, knowing full well that when Trump comes, he is going to use the apparatus of the state to target his enemy? What about the 9 million people that Trump said he is going to deport? Are you worried? Are you not living in fear because of that? Let me know in the description section. If you've lived in America, you've got children and you're worried about the deportation, let me know how you think that is going to affect you. Or you just think that this is politics that Trump is playing, that he's not going to carry out any deportation. We at the Lunch Club, we always engage in this conversation to educate people from our community because information is very crucial. 9 million people at risk of deportation from the United States by Donald J. Trump. He has said clearly, as soon as he stepped into the Oval Office, he is going to use American ancient law, which has not been used since 1798, to carry out the largest mass deportation in the United States of America. Those that have lived in America, even though if you have children, according to Trump, children who have American passports, as long as you do not have documentation to remain in the United States under Trump plan, you will be sent back to where you came from. Are you worried? Is this causing a lot of consternation and anxiety if you're fearful about the outcome? Do you really think that Trump will carry out this plan? Do you really think that Trump will actually win the election? Because what we're hearing, the key states that Trump needs to win, what is regarded as the blue wall. You are talking about the swing states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, that Trump is behind Kamala Harris in those polls. And there are polls that shows that Trump is even behind Harris in Iowa, which is a deep red state. What we're hearing is that if the polls are correct, by the time we wake up on Friday, Kamala Harris will become the next president of the United States. So all these plans that Trump wants to carry out, he is doing all these things because he's fearful that he's going to jail, that he is fighting for his life, that this is why he's doing all these things, that we shouldn't worry. 9 million people are not going to be deported because Trump is going to end up in jail. Let me know in the comment section how you think this will affect you. Is there anything that you think that we should be worried about? At the Lunch Club, we always want to give our people the information that they can use to make informed decision. You can support our channel by hitting the like button, share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. Do you really think that Trump is a racist? Some people have said Trump is a racist, that Trump is exploiting the grievances of predominantly working class white American. These are normal words though, because even J.D. Vance, who is Trump deputy, has said that in the past. Let me know in the comment section how you think this is going to affect you, and we will continue to monitor what is happening in America. As soon as we have any updates,